Greetings, I'm John Phillips, and this is Up or Down. Are children's costumes becoming too racy? How far is too far for a front yard Halloween display? And are we becoming so politically correct that we've taken all the fun out of Halloween? The war on Halloween. All this and more will be judged up or thumbs down in this Halloween special edition. Let's go ahead and introduce the panel. They are stand-up comic and PJTV contributor Stephen Kruiser, and right next to him, the very fair-minded civil rights defense attorney, also the judge on Courtroom 790. You can listen to him each weekday from 10 to noon on 790 KABC in Los Angeles, Mr. Leo Terrell. As you can see, they're both ready to go, so let's get started. Although I am launching a formal protest. We're doing a Halloween show, and I don't have a huge bowl of candy in front of me.
Yeah.
So that is just on its face immoral. Let's start with topic number one. One mother is up in arms over a Party City Halloween costume for toddlers that she claims is overly sexualized. The costume in question is that of a police officer. Lynn Kramer, the concerned mother, points out that there's a large discrepancy in how the same occupational costume is portrayed for boys and girls. In her post, Lynn Kramer wrote, "Real-life uniform police officers do not wear short skirts and low-cut shirts, but instead wear exactly the same slacks and shirts as their male counterparts. Have the costumes messed up on this one? Are they putting girls into a box that they don't belong in? If so, panel, up or down?" Leo Terrell.
Oh, come on, they're not sexist, so down on this. This woman, she has a right to express her opinion, but are you telling me that a little girl like that, it's a sexy outfit? It's pretty, it's cute, she's pretty, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful. What's wrong with a costume that highlights all those great features of a beautiful woman? Men and fathers are visual. She's a beautiful young girl.
Leo, you sexist pig. No, I gotta tell you, one of these Halloween places opens up every year a block from me.
Yes.
And when I go in there just to look around, that costume right there has more fabric on it than the grown-up policewoman's costume does, okay? For the adult women, I would say yes, they're hypersexualizing everything. This one, you know, they said, well, real cops don't do that. Well, real cops carry guns too. This isn't a realistic thing, all right? This isn't, so I think, so I say thumbs down to her. I think she's a little off base on this. There might be an agenda. I do think that the adult costumes have gotten a little ridiculous. There doesn't need to be a naughty everything.
Naughty Donald Trump costume.
Naughty Donald Trump, naughty Pope, they don't need a naughty everything.
But there's not one costume that fits all toddlers. And this is ridiculous. I have no problem with the mother expressing her opinion. But come on, she's going to impose her will on.
See, that's where you and I disagree, Leo. I believe in the First Amendment for everyone, but mommy bloggers and people who yell fire.
Well, no, I think if Supermom here is that worried about it, she should make her kid a costume,
right?
You know, not go to Party City.
No, now you're being the sexist.
Well, yeah, and a sandwich while she's in there. Duh.
Now on to topic number two. Residents of a neighborhood in Cleveland, Ohio, are upset over one house that they say took a Halloween display too far. The house, located near an elementary school, has been scaring up controversy with its lifelike dead bodies, some of which are hanging from the trees and strung up on inverted crosses. As you can see, one of them right there. Several calls have been made to the police. Some residents thought the display contained actual dead bodies. Parents of local children argue that the display is too real and not appropriate for public viewing. Local officials have opted to stay out of the issue, citing the freedom of expression. The family has since removed their over-the-top display. So up or down on enjoying Halloween to that extent?
Oh, way up. And that family needs me to represent them way up. Because let me tell you right now, look at all the movies. Saw 1, Saw 2, Saw 3, the Freddy Krueger movies. I mean, we've seen worse than this. Everyone on the planet knows it's a Halloween display. No one honestly believes that the cops are going to allow dead bodies to be at a house. This is ridiculous, and the cops and the city government is absolutely correct in not telling that family what to do, because they do have a First Amendment right.
Kruiser?
They do have a right there. I'm kind of amused by the fact that the city of Cleveland has decided that the government needs to opt out of bothering somebody's life. That didn't seem like something I'd expect from them. However, I think this should play out old school Halloween. It is gruesome. It's ridiculous. You don't need a guy hanging upside down with a syringe in his throat like that there. And let this house be the target of whatever Halloween pranks the rest of the neighborhood wants to unleash upon them, okay?
I'm going to go after the people of Cleveland on this. Because you know what? They had an actual haunted house in that city that had Amanda Berry and other women who were living in captivity for years right under their noses. They should have known. Nobody did anything. Nobody said anything, but they're complaining about this guy with his Halloween decorations.
Comes down to John.
The bad reach, John. Listen, this is the Amanda Berry crime criminal. This is in the spirit of a holiday. And for those who are complaining, I guarantee those who are complaining, they let their kids see movies that are worse than this.
But that's the point. People freak out over things that are benign, that are fun, and they don't freak out over the stuff they should freak out about.
Well, if my neighbor had that hanging and I was looking at that every morning, I might be a little annoyed too. I might just go out and put like some big blow-up dolls out front just to annoy them. Just see, well, like, you want freedom of expression? I got your freedom of expression. Here are the stewardesses, and we're having fun. And you know, but it's yeah, people freak out. I don't understand the whole obsession with Halloween. I'm not a big Halloween guy. It's like it's there.
You know why I love Halloween? Because it's all about candy.
It's all about candy.
Well, yeah, but now I liked it better when my daughter was young and she would go trick-or-treating a lot. And, well, Daddy doesn't want you to have that, you know? And I would go through the stuff. But now it's just like, but like I saw somebody say the other day on Twitter, it's one of the greatest lines I ever said, is that if I'm paying $40 for a haunted house, I better die.
All right, moving on. Now on to our third topic. Every year sees Halloween bring new costumes and controversial looks. Whether it's a Native American outfit, a Cecil the Lion Hunter look, or this year's Caitlyn Jenner costume, it seems someone is guaranteed to get offended. Halloween, a time of year when people don disguises to have fun and cut loose, has now become a national holiday for the politically correct police. Native American headdresses, geisha costumes, and Mexican costumes are the usual culprits that face the most backlash. Others have gone on to criticize costumes that sexualize professions, such as nurse costumes, claiming that it demeans those in the profession.
I like that one.
You like? I can see.
She comes to my house.
Totally,
I'm all smiles.
Yeah, you're totally distracted with that. Thumbs up or thumbs down on the controversial costume?
I think.
Are we pro? Is thumbs up mean we're for the controversial costumes? Okay.
Oh, way up, because I think that, you know, people, this political correctness has just gotten out of hand. You know, people can express how they feel on these holidays, and you would expect at least one person out of 320 million Americans to disagree. But hey, it's political correctness gone amok. Thumbs up.
Way up. I'm engaged to a nurse, and naughty nurse isn't just for Halloween, okay? And I think she'll agree with me on that. But this is, I'm tired of people being offended, okay? It's just like, be offended. Shut up. Don't invite these people to your house if they're wearing something that offends you, okay? Don't go to a party where they're at if they're wearing something that offends. But what they're doing, they're not even encountering these people in real life. They're going around to these stores and looking and going, I'm offended by that. They're seeking out the offense, which is really ridiculous.
And what gives them the moral high ground to establish this standard other than their own mind, which they're more entitled to, but to impose their standard of how we should dress and how we should react to a holiday costume? It's ridiculous, you know? They could do it, but it's not going to impose their will on me.
And you know what? If you drive by any high school when the high school's letting out, they're showing more skin on any given day than these costumes show on Halloween.
Well, look at Kruiser's cell phone. He got numerous photographs of those. Numerous.
Research purposes. This brings us to today's poll. We asked our viewers, should costumes that are based off other cultures, such as Native American headdresses and geisha costumes, be banned? 1% of you said yes, they should be banned because they are offensive. A whopping 99% of you said no, everyone needs to calm down. It's just for fun.
Thank you, 99%. I'm in that group.
Thank you,
I'm
viewers.
in that group. John, are you in that 1% group?
No.
All right, good. 99% to 0.99.
We should all hit the streets on a beer bike and look for things to be offended by now or something.
Any slutty Rosie O'Donnell costume is one I cannot.
I'm wearing one underneath this. Don't you remember that one that she was in where she played the dominatrix?
Oh, yeah.
That movie when
Exit to Eden?
Now I'm going to need therapy. You just reminded me of that.
A classic.
She was the dominatrix.
That's right.
Now on to our final topic. American Horror Story is back for a new season, and it's more violent and raunchier than ever. Set your TiVos. This season sees creator Ryan Murphy bringing pop star Lady Gaga to his horror anthology. Though previous seasons of the popular FX show have their fair share of graphic violence and sexual undertones, nothing could prepare fans for what they'd see on TV screens this year. Check out this clip courtesy of FX that offers a glimpse into what you're going to see in this season. Season premiere, which drew over 5 million viewers, set a new bar, or perhaps a new low bar, depending on how you look at it, for graphic content on TV. The episode, directed by Ryan Murphy, showcased a blood-fueled foursome. I don't think I've ever said that before in my entire life, but that's what it says. A couple impaled mid-sex with eyes and tongues removed, a drill bit sex toy which violated a heroin addict, male, and dead bodies sewn into mattresses. To say that some viewers were offended is an understatement. So Leo Terrell, thumbs up or thumbs down?
No, I love it. Can we show more clip? I want more clip of that. Look, let me be clear. This is not being shown on over-the-air public airways like ABC, CBS, NBC. This is cable. This is something that is not on regular over-the-air FCC television.
This kind of perversion is not even discussed by waiters as you're trying to eat your dinner.
I got no problem with this. This is a free society. Let this roll. I like it. No problem with it. If I don't want to watch it, I don't have to. 5 million out of 300 million people, what's the big deal? Perfectly okay.
If there's anything we've learned from this episode is that Leo Terrell is a gruesome shock freak.
Okay.
He's really into it.
I'm out in the public. Everyone knows now.
I'm down on this for
Why?
I'll tell you why. I like horror movies, genuinely scary horror movies, and they have it in the title here. And I tried to get into this show the first season, which was kind of okay, and then they couldn't figure out how to end it. And after that, it ceased being a horror thing. It's just this shocking thing. And the thing about shocking stuff is that the more you use it, the less shocking it becomes. So it kind of undermines itself anyway, and it just becomes boring after a while, which I don't like the horror stuff that pretends to be horror, but really is just shock stuff.
You know, Leo and I experienced this once. We went out to dinner.
This is true.
Here in Los Angeles.
This is true, ladies and gentlemen. It's all true.
The waiter was a listener to the radio shows. Leo and I are on the same station here in LA. And he just decided to volunteer very personal, graphic information about his sex life.
That's why you're eating a bloody steak.
We're literally trying to eat our enchiladas, and it was revealed to us that this individual likes to have sex in caskets.
Yeah, and this is true, folks. And we're eating, and this is true, real, not television, real.
Now they have frequent diner cards there.
This poor man was catatonic.
I was. John was relaxing. No big deal. No big deal. Tell me more. I was catatonic.
He couldn't speak.
Because I was shocked.
But if you're gonna scare me, scare me. If you want to gross me out, that's different. You're not scaring me. You're just grossing me out. That's not. There are different things. Don't call that horror. Call it schlock shock.
I'll call it horror. Just spell it differently.
Leo's living room, apparently, based on what we've heard today.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Go ahead and leave your comments in the comments section below, and don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/PJTV. For Leo Terrell and Stephen Kruiser, I'm John Phillips. Thanks so much for watching. Up or down.